It's a Victory Monday edition of the REKAP Lunch Hour with Guff, me, Ryan McGuffey, live from the REKAP studios. I got a new background. I'm going over here to the big dog seat. You know why? I'm sick of the internet issues. We're not going to be doing that anymore. What's going on? It's a Victory Monday edition as the Chicago Bears, like it or not, the 8-3 Chicago Bears, all alone in first place come Thanksgiving week. Bears beat the Steelers 31-28. 4 straight win, 8-3. They've won 8 of 9. And excuse me. And folks, they just keep finding ways to do it. No linebackers, no defensive backs in terms of Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon. No problem. Montez Sweat needed to show up, and he did. It's all brought to you by Hooters. OriginalHooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.hooters.com. Have it delivered straight to the office, straight to the home. Feels like a good week to slide by. I know it's a short week for a lot of people. We got Thanksgiving coming up this week. A lot of football to be played. Thursday, we got 3 games. Bears playing a Black Friday special at the Philadelphia Eagles, who are reeling after that horrific loss yesterday to the Dallas Cowboys. A lot to discuss here on the lunch hour. Proud to be with you. Lots in the chat. The chat has been full. You can join us, by the way. You can join us at Hooters. December 9th, we'll be in Aurora, Studio 41 Football REKAP Live. I'll be there. Cap will be there. Alex Brown will be there. Tommy Waddle will be there. The whole crew will be there. Make sure you'll come out. And yes, Cap knows. I'm in the hot seat. Cap knows. Signal is clear. We switched the background. Yes, we did. All right, back to the top of the chat. Eric, what's going on? Happy Victory Monday. Hell of a win yesterday. Stats, in my opinion, don't really mean anything as long as you find ways to win football games. I think some stats mean something, but I'm with you. You know what's the best stat of all? Wins. W's. That is officially the best stat. These next 6 games will determine how good the Bears really are. No gimmies in the NFL. You only play who's on your schedule. Take one game at a time. I'd like to hear all your thoughts on this Bears win. I'm not judging the Bears season on the next 6 weeks. They've already proven to me that they're capable. I said they'd be 8-9 this year, and here we are, 8 wins. I think at this point, I said last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, I looked at those 2 games as wins. I did. Find a way to win in Minnesota, find a way to beat the Steelers, and you're at 8-3, and it allows you to take a hit somewhere else at the Eagles. And now, it's a tough place to play, but I think the Eagles, that's a winnable football game. It is. It's a winnable football game. The Eagles got their offense, to me, is not scary. But it does allow you, if I'm picking the game right now, yes, I'm taking Philadelphia. At the Packers, winnable. Browns, you got to win. And then, to me, you got to find a way to win 2 games the next 6, and you're clinching yourself a playoff spot. Now, some people at this point don't think that's good enough, that the record says it should be better, that the division's in front of him, and they can. Aloha, Rick, 76 with a real feel, the high of 83, a low of 72. What are we doing? Solid win for the Bears, but a solid loss for the Hawks against the Avalanche. Major test on Black Friday. Can we honestly say the Bears are better than the Lions? No, not yet. I think you have to at least admit that the Bears are in the conversation. They're in the conversation. They're right now atop 2 weeks in a row, the NFC North. You got to control your division. I've been saying this. The only way to win the division, in my opinion, is if they finished 4-0 against their division. Well, they're 1-1. Now they got 3 more tests coming up. Thomas, the backups on the defense really stepped up. A lot of that must be because of his coaching staff. Hopefully they do get some of these guys back starting Friday because the schedule's about to get real. Don't sleep on the Browns, though. Could be a trap game. No. There's zero. That defense in Cleveland is fantastic, especially when you look at Myles Garrett. I think he has 18 sacks, 3 more yesterday. I'd say don't sleep on the Browns. Don't sleep on any NFL team. But if Shedeur Sanders is starting that football game, you're at home, no chance. Can't lose it. Hoyer started early with a reliever, Phil Maton. He usually picks up reclamation pitchers from the dumpster, but rarely signs someone this early to a 2-year contract with a team option for the 3rd. And there's rumors out there that the Cubs are very much in the market for another high-end, high-leverage reliever. I like to hear that. Thanks for the weather update, Hawaii profiles. I was thinking about going there. LOL. Eric, Guff, that Browns game could... Stop worrying about trap games, guys. Stop looking ahead. We got a game on Friday. That's where you stop. Don't even look past that. Phil, I know that you're on cloud 9 right now. If they can score 28 points with Rudolph as their quarterback, if Rodgers played, they may have scored 45. Just saying. Phil, sit on your thumb, dude. We're sitting there going, woulda, shoulda, coulda. They didn't score 28 points with Rudolph. The Bears, Caleb can't take a sack in the end zone. That's a defensive touchdown. A lot of ifs in there. If they can score, if Rodgers played. Come on, Phil. They may be in first place, but they're going to get the concrete jungle on Friday, and those dudes in Philly are a pissed-off crew. They'll see where they stand as far as contenders. I don't think the Bears are going to the Super Bowl, but there's not a person in this chat that thought they'd be 8-3, and me included. So start taking some accountability for yourself. And actually, by the way, too, can you just love the fact that we're sitting here talking about an 8-3 football team? Nobody, Eric, like I just said. The Bears may have won, but they are not the first to 10 wins. That's the team with the best quarterback from the 2024 draft. Google that. Do you need me to go back over who they've beaten? Like, if we're going to be, oh, yeah, you are who you're, we can't sit there and say anything. Everybody wants to criticize who the Bears have beaten. And I'm looking at this schedule and I see a win against the Dolphins, a win against the Saints, the Titans, the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals. They get the Giants next. Just be honest and real with yourself. The Bulls should be ashamed of themselves. How do you get boat raced by the Heat on Friday? Only beat the Wizards by 1 on Saturday. I'm glad Vooch was pissed off. That post-game interview was as real as you'll ever see. I loved it. I'm glad the Bulls came back and won that basketball game. I wasn't stunned they got boat raced on Friday. Coming off a long road trip, first real bad night of the year. But Vooch, I like it, holding the team to a higher standard. Here's a stat of the day that Cap could use on the recap rush hour. If the Bears finish somehow top 5 in total offense this season, it'd be the first time since 1977 that's ever happened. Tell me we don't have the right coach. Tell me we don't have the right quarterback going forward. The guy doesn't turn the football over. I know he fumbled yesterday. But overall, this guy makes decisions not to turn the football over. With the Mets and Rangers doing that trade yesterday, a weird trade. Brandon Nimmo for Marcus Semien. You can't say we have to wait for the winter meetings to see things happen. I'm not. You never have to. Everybody thinks that's the case, but that's not the case. I don't really understand that trade for the Mets. That's you get some salary relief if you're the Rangers, and a better player at a younger age. Nathan says the Eagles are beatable after that showing last night against the Cowboys. Dallas tried their hardest to lose the game and still eked out a win. I had the Cowboys plus 3.5. However, what in the actual hell was that outing by the Vikings? Even at 4-7, they're playing like a team that could easily have an 0-11 record. J.J. McCarthy is abysmal. You know what I would say? It's good to see that somewhere else that's outside of Chicago. Speaking of dumpster fires, Geno Smith. Has anyone asked how it feels to be Myles Garrett's new son? That entire thing, you think Pete Carroll's having buyer's remorse? Chip Kelly, the offensive coordinator, he gone. That team sucks. They're so bad. Thankfully, the Bears did beat them. Oh, Phil, your New England Patriots lost to the Raiders, by the way. Okay? Just putting that out there. Also lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. How you doing? Be real. Kyle, happy Victory Monday. It's November 24th, and the Bears are still in first place in the NFC North. Just keep following the mantra and find a way to win. Let's keep it going, bear down. Love what Vooch did after the Bulls had to come back to beat Washington this weekend. Acted like a leader. Celebrating a victory over a team you should beat is nothing to celebrate. Tough loss yesterday for the Hawks against Colorado. Spencer Knight was outstanding. Let's get back on track Wednesday. I know you've missed WNBA updates. Looks like the Sky will have the 5th pick in the upcoming draft. All mocks have them taken. Ooh, I don't hate that. That team would have some edge. Becky, Bears win. Becky drinks. She came on the pre-cap and said, I need the W so I can get my wine. She did. Becky had a nice bottle of cab last night with the wife. And Oklahoma keeps finding ways. Geez, oh, Pete, the Oklahoma Thunder are not messing around. I was going to get to this. Landon stopped the winning streak of the real Phil Simms yesterday. If only Phil had the Bears as victors, would have been a tie. Landon, congratulations. Landon had the Bears beating the Steelers 30-28. It was 31-28. Landon has won himself a Chasing Greatness hoodie. Landon, make sure, if you're here, Landon, I saw you. Yeah, Landon, make sure you send me an email, recapoffice@gmail.com. Size, location. Phil, where do you get your information for picking scores? You're on the ball just about every time, unless the great magician will not reveal his secrets. There he is, the winner, the man of the hour. Landon has taken down a Chasing Greatness hoodie. Congrats, Landon. Yeah, you had 30. No, you had 31. You had 30-28, Landon. 30-28. Looking forward to Intercepted. What a win. Thanks for the work. Intercepted this week. We will not be doing a Intercepted. Kevin Byard will appear on tomorrow night's Studio 41 Football Recap Live at 8 o'clock. So tomorrow, make your plans to be with us. Kevin Byard, due to the short week, the players' schedule is all jacked up. So they're condensing it as if it's a Thursday game. So they're already back in the office today, putting work in for Philadelphia. So no time to get a player, unfortunately, this week. Pablo, hopefully I'm going to be bummed if we don't have a rush hour on Thursday. Last year, my man crossed 3 state lines, ran 3 marathons, then did a show for us. Will we see it again this year? That was last year when the Bears played on Thanksgiving. We will do a pre-cap on Friday. I will do a show on Friday leading into the Bears for sure. I don't think we'll do a rush hour on Thursday. I don't think we will, unless there's Bears news. So I don't want to say no. But the Bears are traveling on Thanksgiving. They will be at the team hotel. So I don't think there'll be a real update on Thanksgiving. And then Friday's a packed show. The Bulls play Friday night. Happy Victory Monday to Dustin. Bears moved to 8-3, and I moved to 12-0 in the REKAP Fantasy League. Jeez, oh, Peach, you need a new division. My son's team, 11-1. Dustin, that's going to be a battle. That's going to be an absolute battle. I don't know how it's going to work when they take when two great teams, Dustin, like if your team matches up with my son's and you guys have the same players, that'll be interesting to see. Wayne, if the Bears don't win on Friday, I'm okay with it. But if we find a way to beat the Eagles, I'm full-blown division winners. Each week, like that's why it's a week-to-week league, and you just need to focus on that game because if the Bears do beat the Eagles, everything changes, right? Kevin O'Connell said yesterday he believes the Vikings can win games with JJ playing like he's been. Nathan, I think he believes both. He's got to be invested in the kid. He's a top 10 pick. Wayne, all these Poles haters have to step back, and all these backups played their asses off. Poles deserves credit for that. It's hard not to say that. I think both Poles, for those backups to be that productive, and then, of course, the coaching staff to get that out of. Dennis Allen has been fantastic for the Bears. What a great hire he's been. Now, there's so much love to Ben Johnson, and rightfully so. And to Ray's point, coaching does make a huge difference. It really does. That's how you win these games. Ben's time management's really good. Lauren, welcome to the chat. And look at this. 8-3 is 8-3. Bottom line, all the names on defense making plays were not even on the team. Kudos to Poles. Steven, I thought I saw Kaplan on TV wearing a white 18 jersey. Was I right? Was he on ABC 7 this morning wearing the 18? I know he was wearing the hoodie yesterday in the recap. Jess, I agree, Guff. Only way to control your division is to win your division. The Reindeer played exactly how I expected, and the Bears defense followed his eye, tells you the whole play. That interception by Nashawn Wright, whoo! As good as you're ever going to see. McCarthy is off to the worst start in NFL history through a player's first 6 starts. Awful, and the entire front office should be on the hot seat. Isn't it good to be saying that about another organization? Becky, what's your favorite Thanksgiving pie? You know, I'm a classic apple guy, Becky. I am a classic apple. I get the French silk from Baker Square. Pretty delish. I'm not a huge pie guy, but I will dive in on Thanksgiving. for sure. So not opposed to that. I would say apple, though. Just a classic apple. And, it's a good week to celebrate the holidays and the camaraderie. Blackout Wednesday's coming. Be careful. Hooters is the best place. Good food, cold beer, iconic Hooters girls. They got the Big Daddy mugs. I feel like there'll be a flowing this week, full of Dos Equis and Bud Light and Modelo and the Michelob Ultra. Of course, that sangria, the 22-ounce glass is $6 for the rest of the month. A lot of shopping coming up this week. We have the Black Friday. Gonna have to push pause because the Bears are playing at 2 o'clock, right in the middle of the day. Kind of love that. Hooters is the place to be. Great lunch specials, 11 to 3 every day. The OG wings, the boneless wings, the chicken Caesar salad, the burger. Yes, the burger, underrated. We'll be at Hooters in Aurora, December 9th. Make your plans to be with us. Hooters, proud partner of the REKAP and the REKAP Lunch Hour. Back to the chat. Let's see here. Where are we? Okay, Becky's had her wine. That part we've already gotten to. This is where we were talking about will be on December 9th. And jumping ahead to Wayne. How could anyone try and dig up negativity with the Bears? These people need to go far, far away. Because there's some people who are never fulfilled. Triple X, Omar, Tom Ricketts. He's only chasing all the money. He doesn't care. Cub fans. Okay. You want to win a hoodie or get more inside access? I want to do a Q&A this week before Thanksgiving. I'd like to do it today. Got to wait for the Catman to show up. Join the REKAP fam right there. Landon did, and he won himself a Chasing Greatness hoodie by predicting the correct score or closest to it of yesterday's game. He will be getting a Chasing Greatness hoodie sent to him as a member, and that's how you do it right there. All of our videos have a place to join. Click the new membership plateau, $2.99, folks, inside access. And we'll get this is only going to go bigger from here as we get into the holidays and more. Ira, to have a special season when you are not the most talented team, you need above expectation performances. Nashawn Wright has been a classic example of that. Really well pointed out, Ira. Regardless of the last 3 Blackhawk losses, this team is headed in the right direction. It will get more and better and more exciting for sure. Winner of Bears-Eagles Friday has a number 2 seed, at least for now, in the NFC. And by the way, the Rams do clearly look like the class of the NFC. They really do. They're just playing at a different level right now. Matthew Stafford's been fantastic. Kyle's got a bonus stat of the day. Arch Manning became the second SEC quarterback to catch, run, and throw a touchdown. Only other quarterback in the SEC to do that, Dak Prescott in 2014. Take that. We got a quarterback that did that this year in the NFL, right? Our guy Caleb. How about that? Do we think some of these injured players? I was speculating that was the case last week. Especially Jalen Johnson. It felt on the short week that they would hold them back, try to get a dub, and bring them back. I just want to do this. Make sure you're right. If these guys are even the possibility is always there to retweak. But make sure they're truly medical cleared. Steven, Bears go 1-1 in the last outside. Bears will go 1-1 in the last outside the division games. It's the division, stupid. Got to win those games. Packers and Lions are not as tough as last year. All division games are tough. You got to, at minimum, I say you go 3-0, you could probably win the division. Sox should sign Adonis, I think, Aroldis Garcia from the Texas Rangers, who did not offer him a contract. Here. Adolis Garcia. He is a home run hitter. Had a bad year last year. I'd be curious to see what that contract looks like. 31, 27, 39, 25, and then 19 home runs this year. I like the idea. I do. And of course, who knows him? Will Venable. He was coaching down there. Lip Ripper, good, better, best. Bear down. How do we get our defense healthy in 4 days? I'm not sure he can. Wayne, what about Notre Dame? I've never watched a game like that in my life. Unbelievable. I mean, literally, it was 7-0. 14-0, 21-0, 28-0. It was 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ira, they are not for sale right now. Not saying they won't be, but they are not for sale. You can go to the Take That collection at Clark Street Sports for Take That merchandise. I'm getting that website for you as we speak. Let's pull this up. Got some Take That. We got to get some hoodies made. Here, I'm putting this in the chat right now. That's the link in the chat to the Chasing Greatness. I'm sorry, to the recap collection that is available for purchase. That should pop up here in the chat soon. There it goes. Appreciate the Friday show. Looking forward to it. That's a lock. Abe, JJ McCarthy's in concussion protocol. Another soft bench. And a lot of hate out there for JJ. I just don't care. Pablo, by the way, so happy I did not go to the Bulls game Friday. I would have lost it. So much money for those tickets. And what a horrible game. Jess will be eating leftovers and enjoying the Friday lunch hour for Black Friday. Perfect. Thank you, Landon. That'll be coming your way. Still got to get Jeremy's out there. Dustin, don't look now, but it's Max Brosmer time in Minnesota as McCarthy is in concussion protocol. Rachel, welcome to the chat. A month ago, I was concerned about Caleb. So pleased with the growth since, the poise after the sack. Also, I'd rather be the Bears who are clicking at the right time than the Lions, Bills, and Eagles. Rachel, look at that. Look at the comment here. That's fantastic. Uh-oh. Look at, we just also, finally, look at my guy. Folks, we have a new member. Lip Ripper is now a part of the family. He's always been, but now he's part of the membership community here at the Recap. Welcome aboard, Lip. Welcome aboard. I feel like a hoodie's coming to you sooner than later. Sooner than later. Wayne's got a Chasing Greatness hoodie. Great quality sweatshirt. It looks like Wayne bought them when they were on sale a year ago. Yeah, Lip Ripper, you can pretty much print that, my friend. I have a feeling that you'll be getting yourself a hoodie. Super. LA Rams are the class. All these LA teams are good. They are the class right now of the NFC. James, man, no one trying to give us respect. We can beat Philly with a full roster on defense. James, thanks for joining the chat, and you're right. Why can't Chicago be like LA? I don't want to be like LA. Unless you're talking about recency bias of sports teams, you could keep LA. Pablo, love being a member. Join today. $3 a month for entertainment and build this great channel. I appreciate you, Pablo. Becky, send a slice this way. I like the idea of doing a little pumpkin pie tasting. Eric, what's your prediction for the next 6 games for the Bears? I'd say 10 to 11 to get into the playoffs. I mean, again, two wins, I think, gets you in. 3-3 gets the Bears to 11-6. Think about that. I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. 3-3. Don't look now, but Duval is 1 game out of first place in the AFC South. They've played well. Does eBay offer Black Friday deals? Asking for our friend who loves shopping there. Very good question. This is what I was talking about for those looking for Clark Street sports stuff. Super. I heard someone say good, better, best, cardiac arrest. That's actually pretty funny in some ways. Welcome to the club, Lip Ripper. I love when people join, because then the welcome that follows that. Look at this. Look at the family. Oh, don't be sorry, Lip. We're happy to have you, brother. Are we doing predictions for members only for the Friday game? Jess? Yes. Yes, we are. Uh-oh. Speaking of Clyde, where is he? Well, we're trying to figure out where Clyde is. Let's get some of our other segments here as part of the show, the program. Let's get those involved. Oh, we didn't get to Dog of the Day last week because, unfortunately, we had the Wi-Fi issue, but we are doing Dog of the Day today. It's brought to you in partnership with Pause for Patrick, a nonprofit improving the mental health of young people through the comfort and connection of animals. Their emotional support animal and therapy dog programming supports children, teens, and young adults living with mental health challenges. Today's Dog of the Day is Frankie. This is Frankie McGuffey. Look at that attitude. Frankie is getting some play today. I had to put him on the show. Look at this guy. He is the ultimate therapy dog for the McGuffies. You can nominate your own dog. Email me at recapoffice@gmail.com, and we can get your dog as the Dog of the Day, because quite frankly, folks, the Dog of the Day, your dog is a therapy dog. Across the country, more children and teens than ever before are struggling with their mental health. Trust me, this is a cause very near and dear to my heart. Pause for Patrick connects them with therapy dogs and emotional support animals who bring comfort, companionship, and hope when it's needed most. The organization, let's listen to this, has touched more than 30,000 lives since 2020. 30,000. You can also support this mission by texting REKAP25 to 44321. Help bring comfort and hope to more young people nationwide. Visit pauseforpatrick.org to help. This cause is extremely close to my heart. And it's a charity that we have partnered with here at the REKAP. Frankie's the best. He is our therapy dog. Of course, there are many therapy dogs that Pause for Patrick has, and I know yours at home. Make sure that you send an email to recapoffice@gmail.com of your dog photos. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's the best. Frankie is the best. Phil's got Clyde on the Gold Coast shopping. I don't know if that's the case. Absolutely, Jess. I got you covered. Don't worry about it. Lip Ripper says the 49ers game will be the game the Bears could win in the NFC. I agree. Don't sleep on that game tonight. Carolina on the road is a real deal this year. San Francisco is a home favorite. Haven't covered yet. Not saying it can't happen tonight. Might be alluding to our bet of the day. The Players Era Festival is the best Thanksgiving week college hoops tourney this week. By the way, how about Purdue's ass kicking of Texas Tech on Friday night? That was something. Yeah, where is our guy Swayze? We got to do a well-being check on some of these guys. Pablo, did you see Ben Johnson run that throwaway play just before the half just to kill time? That's what we paid for. A smart and calm coach who knows little things like that. Really well pointed out. How about the Bears? 18 consecutive passes from the 4-minute mark of the second quarter into the third quarter. Now, was that planned? No. Ben Johnson said no, he didn't even realize that. Part of that was the 2-minute drill. 18 consecutive passes. I never remember a Bears team doing that. During that stretch, they were 11 for 18. Triple X Omar, Tom Ricketts loves shopping at Dollar Tree for Black Friday. We'll see. They got a jump start. On the reliever market. It's been a little bit of a slippery slope lately on the bet of the day. Nikola Vucevic, 18 or more points on Friday night. Yeah, right. That game was over early. I just talked about this game. The Carolina Panthers, that's up to 7 and a hook. I like that price. You're giving me the hook now? We're back to 7-6 in November after a 6-1 start. So it's been like, whoa. That Thursday night football game kicked us in the teeth. Carolina Panthers plus 7.5. The Bears are one of the surprise stories of the NFL this year, but you got to put the Carolina Panthers right up there with them. You really do. This team has found ways not only to cover, but to win. Time and time again. I like the 7.5. They're a frisky bunch. So I'm going 7.5 tonight. That's our bet of the day. We got to get back on track this week. Lots of betting this week. There's so many holiday tournaments and betting to go. How many did they complete during the 11? They were 11 of 18. Kyle, is Jim Shorts going to make picks on Wednesday for Thanksgiving? Well, that will be in the hopper. That'll be released probably on Wednesday, Kyle. Jim Shorts went 1-1-1 this week. He did get the Bears. The Bears with the push. He snuck by getting the hook in the Kansas City game, and then he loves the Lions. Big Lions guy. It always is coming back to bite him. Lip Rippers picks this today. St. John's plus 2.5. Seton Hall, North Carolina State over. And the Red Wings Devils over 5.5. I love when Lip Ripper gives a little McPucky action. I really do. Say what you want about Phil Simms. At least he's a member. Oh, I love Phil. Are you kidding me? We're buddies. But I call him out when he stirs the pot. I call him out because I know he's in love with Drake May, and he gets so excited when they beat the Bengals or the Jets. Just telling you. Panthers are overrated. I don't think they get the respect. I'm taking the number. I think the 49ers win the football game. Needs to talk more meatballs and sausage. Yeah. Well, our great sponsors at Rosebud Lamont, Bobby Hits. That's what we got. Pablo, you're a Chicagoan imported from Indiana. What's the best part of this time of year in Chicago? I would say the best part, Pablo, is that there's a lot of holiday opportunities. There's a lot of cool things out there to take in. Cool traditions to make had. Did a McGuffey staple this weekend, the family Christmas tree. We've been doing it for 40 years. Went over back home to Indiana, spent some time with the family. It was really good for the soul. Yeah, I love that number. Anytime you're giving me 7 and a hook, It's a lot of points. Look at all the underdogs this week in the NFL of 6.5 or more. The Jets covered. The Bengals pushed. The Giants covered. Like, big-time spreads do not work in the NFL. They don't. How is Bryce Young doing now? It looks like the trade might be working out for both teams. He certainly had some ups and downs, but his ups have been very up. Looking at Bryce Young is only thrown for 1962 in terms of yards. He's okay. 86 quarterback rating. Caleb's 91.3. He's been okay. Hope the Cubs bring Kyle Schwarber back. It doesn't feel like they will. Lip, yeah, the Christmas Kindle market, that's one of the things I'm talking about in traditions. All right, folks, that's a hell of a Monday. A lot of stuff going on. Landon, I appreciate you sending the email. We'll get you that hoodie out there as quickly as possible. Remember that tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we will have Studio 41 Football Recap Live with Olin, Cap, and Tom Waddle. Kevin Byard will join the program tomorrow night. Kevin Byard will join the program. I appreciate you guys greatly today. We will have the recap rush hour later this afternoon. The Bulls play the Pelicans tonight in New Orleans. That recap will be on the channel. And if you haven't caught the Bears recap against the Steelers, that's up and available, and a lot of people have watched it. Have a great rest of your day. It's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.hooters.com. If you don't want to cook tonight, make the easy decision to go order.hooters.com. Throw in those cinnamon pretzel bites. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Enjoy the day. Victory Mondays, man. They never get old in Chicago. I'm Ryan McGuffey. We do it every day, Monday through Friday at 12:30. Appreciate you greatly. Take that.